I watched my parents toss a wooden crate into the river and walk away. When I ran closer, I heard a weak noise coming from inside. I thought I'd seen it all. But nothing could prepare me for the sight of my own parents, pillars of our town, standing by the creek, watching a small wooden box disappear into the current. What I found inside that box didn't just shatter my world. It ripped open a horrifying truth about the honor my family held so dear. A truth built on an unforgivable sin. My name is Mason Beaumont and I'm 31. Right now I live in a tiny apartment in Nashville, spending my days with a camera, chasing those small, overlooked moments. The sunset catching an old rooftop, a child's pure smile, the breeze whispering through trees. This life, this freedom, it's everything to me. It's breathing without being judged, unbound by names or reputations. But, let me tell you, living like this isn't easy when you carry the Beaumont name. That name, it's been like a boulder strapped to my back since childhood. We grew up in Franklin, Tennessee, not far from Nashville. Our home? An old, sprawling estate with towering white columns, and a garden so perfectly tended it looked painted. People called it the Beaumont legacy, 3 generations building an empire not just of wealth, but of an impeccable reputation. My father, Harrison Beaumont, he was the head, 58, still carrying this incredible air of authority. Tall, neatly combed silver hair. Eyes that could cut through any lie. He was a successful businessman, turning our family fortune into a symbol of Southern prosperity. But to me he was a king in his own kingdom, where every single thing had to follow his rules, from how we dressed to how we spoke to even, God help us, how we breathed. My mother, Beatrice, 55, she was different. Elegant in every gesture, always flawless, like she'd stepped right out of a classical painting. But I knew behind that perfect smile lay a quiet fear. Fear of being forgotten, of disappointing my father, of cracking the perfect facade our family had so carefully crafted. She tried to keep everything on track always. But sometimes, just sometimes, I'd catch a fleeting lost look in her eyes, as if she herself didn't even know what she was living for. And then there was Lucia, my sister, 25. The absolute pride and joy of both my parents. Lucia was the only true light in that cold, perfect house. She had golden hair that shimmered like sunlight, clear blue eyes, and a smile that could melt even the hardest heart. My parents raised her to be the perfect Beaumont woman. Intelligent, graceful, capable of turning heads. But I knew deep down Lucia didn't want to be just a polished statue on display. She loved painting, the raw freedom of brush strokes on a canvas, the dream she only dared to whisper to me late at night, when the whole house was asleep. Lucia was the only one in that family who made me feel a flicker of warmth, a trace of genuine love amidst all the rigid formalities. The Beaumonts, we were Franklin's elite. Church every Sunday, expensive clothes, smiling for the local papers. We hosted charity galas, sponsored cultural events, praised as the model Southern family. But behind those iron gates, things were far from perfect. Every meal was a ritual, conversations carefully curated. Like one wrong word could bring the whole world crashing down. My father ruled like a dictator. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.